Thank you for joining us this morning. My name is Graham Corsar. I look after business development for J&E Welding here. And we're meeting this morning on Treaty 6 territory and the homeland of the Métis. I'd like to begin by acknowledging a couple special guests. First of all, Minister Ottenbreit, Chief Beattie, thank you very much for coming. Jim Nowakowski, the founder of J&E Welding, thank you for coming. And also Eric Olison, local MLA. Also attending and available for some questions afterwards are Adam Logue, the CEO of J&E Welding. He's right there. Trevor Ives, the CEO of the Peter Valentine group of companies, and Reg Howard from the VP of SAS Builds over there. So before we get started, a little bit of housekeeping. There's coffee and refreshments from Bannock Express and some locally roasted coffee. Please be conscious of physical distancing, and if you need to be close together, please wear a mask. We want to be careful that we don't become a vector for something. Following me, there's going to be remarks by Minister Ottenbreit, then Adam Logue and Chief Beattie, and the remarks will last about 20 minutes, and then there'll be an opportunity for some photos and some questions. So to begin, I'd like to invite Minister Ottenbreit to the podium to say a few words. Minister?
Well, thank you very much, and it truly is a pleasure to be here in Saskatoon this morning for this really exciting announcement. And thank you all for joining us here today. A special thanks to Chief Beattie, who I've gotten to know very, very well over the last number of years through my former time in health and now in highways. We've had some really pleasant interactions, a great northern leader and just a great leader in any sense in Saskatchewan. So thanks, Chief Peter of the Peter Valentine Cree Nation, for making the long way down for today's event. My name is Greg Ottenbreit. I'm the Minister of Highways and Infrastructure for the province of Saskatchewan. I also share in acknowledging the guests already mentioned, but also some of our highways personnel. I ran into Grant Bricksaw here. Grant's old Yorkton boy, so from my hometown. He's been with highways a long time, and really thankful Grant's here today. Steve Rosvold is here with us as well. Justin Hurdle. Sorry for anybody I'm missing off the list. We have a pretty good contingent of highways representation here today. And also from Priority Saskatchewan, as mentioned, Reg Howard and Jim Mabey is with us here as well. So welcome to all. We're excited to announce an agreement that will see a local supplier provide highway signs to the government of Saskatchewan. This agreement between the Ministry of Highways and SAGE will help us produce required signs more quickly while creating jobs right here in Saskatchewan. Highway signs are vital to the well-being of who uses our network. They inform drivers where it's safe to go, indicate how they can travel safely and how fast they can travel, point out places where it's not safe, and draw drivers' attentions to hazards. This agreement with Sage Roadway Signs will provide the ministry with more than 3,000 signs, including stop signs, maximum speed signs, left and right turn signs, and do not enter signs. Many examples we see here in front of us today. This 6-month pilot project gives a smaller supplier an opportunity to showcase their skills and build their business. 2 jobs will be created immediately for the local First Nations owned company. Thank you to our colleagues on SAS Build's Priority Saskatchewan team who supported this adaptable and innovative partnership. This agreement demonstrates our commitment to Saskatchewan suppliers and helps our economy and our companies grow, and a local company grow. Growth is essential as we seek to rebound from the economic impact of COVID-19. Under Saskatchewan's growth plan, our government has committed to improving more than 10,000 kilometers of provincial highways over the next decade. In our first year since the goal was announced, we're well on track to meet that target. We're also investing an additional $300 million over the next 2 years in highway stimulus projects. With so many new roads being paved and mature roads being upgraded, it's important that we will be replacing and adding new road signs throughout the network. To our partners at Sage Roadway Signs, thank you for your hospitality, and I wish you great success. I hope this is the beginning of a great and long-standing relationship. Thanks and have a great day.
Thank you very much, Minister Ottenbreit. So now I'll introduce Adam Logue, the CEO of J&E Welding and the parent company of Sage Roadway Signs.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming out on this beautiful fall morning to help us celebrate the launch of Sage Roadway signs. First of all, I want to express my extreme gratitude towards Reg Howard and Jim Mabey of Sask Builds, as well as the Ministry of Highways and Infrastructure. These organizations understand the value, the incredible, tremendous value that can be provided through local suppliers. Founded in 1980, I'll wait for this truck. Founded in 1980 by Jim Nowakowski, J&E is now celebrating its 40th year in business, providing fabrications to Western Canada industries. 40 years. How many companies can say that? That's a stat that our team is extremely proud of. J&E built its reputation on being a trusted fabrication partner for industry as well as the crowns. Over the years, we've expanded our capacities and capabilities, and we're very proud of the amazing projects we fabricate out of this facility as well as our other one on 56th Street. In 2015, our ownership group expanded to include Peter Valentine, Cree Nation, as well as English River First Nations. Or English River, First Nations. This growth has allowed J&E to continue growth. And like many companies in Saskatchewan, growth comes through diversity. So we spent a lot of time looking for opportunities to help diversify our offerings. And Sask Builds has been instrumental in helping us with this, opening doors and building bridges, helping us to get to know the Ministry of Highways, as well as advising us on what the needs were and where we could provide value. This underscores the great work that Sask Builds does and why it's so important to this province. I'd also like to emphasize the very important role our people play. We have 146 highly trained tradespeople, administrative staff who come to work every day committed to building something special, both figuratively and literally. We have quite a few team members that have been here over 20 years, and our average tenure is almost 10 years. That's pretty important because it provides the stability to be a reliable, trusted partner. Finally, I'd like to highlight the importance of the collaborative spirit we have in this province. Sage Roadway Signs is the culmination of months of collaboration with suppliers, service providers, Sask Builds, and the Ministry of Highways. It's only with this collaborative spirit that we're able to be successful and create employment opportunities for Saskatchewan residents while providing an improved service to the Ministry and the Saskatchewan taxpayers. Since its inception 40 years ago, J&E has entered every business relationship with a win-win result being the only acceptable outcome. That's a value that Jim has always embraced and is instilled in the team here at J&E. We look forward to carrying on this philosophy and these values with Sage Roadway Signs for many years to come. Once again, thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Adam. So now I'd like to introduce Chief Peter Beattie to say a few words.
Good morning to everyone here. I'd like to acknowledge Greg Ottenbright, Minister of Highways. Nice to see you again, Greg. And also to Jim Nowakowski, the founder of J&E Welding and our partner in business. As well, I'd like to acknowledge, I know they're not here today, but English River First Nation, Dene Nation, and our other partner in J&E Welding. And now Sage Roadway Signs. I'm here in two roles. As the chief of Peter Valentine Cree Nation, we have 8 communities in northeast Saskatchewan. We have over 11,000 members in those 8 communities. We have a lot of people as well in our urban areas of Saskatoon, Prince Albert, Regina, La Ronge, and so I'm representing them as a chief and as a partner as well in J&E Welding. I'd like to acknowledge as well our CEO, Trevor Ives, who's done a lot of work for us in making this a success for us as well. And of course, he's been with us for a long time and has grown our group of companies over the years. So on his behalf and our group of companies as well, I'd like to thank everyone here for inviting me during my holidays. I was out golfing, so I figured I'd come in last night and be here at 9 o'clock this morning. But I'm not one for long-winded speeches. I like mine short and sweet, like I am, and so it won't be a long wait. I do have a few speaking notes here, but I don't usually read my speeches. I'm like Trevor. I just fly on a wing and a prayer sometimes. So anyway, but since he wrote these speaking notes, I'm going to acknowledge him, and I'm going to read a few of them. How's that? So on behalf of that group of companies, of course, Peter Valentine, Cree Nation, and of course our partners, welcome and thank you for coming. All of the owners are proud of the leadership team that have accomplished, what J&E has accomplished over the years, and now Sage Roadway Signs. I can attest to Trevor saying that they made these signs, actually made these signs. So I'm not sure how true that is, but I'll take his word for it as well. Okay, and of course, as for J&E, and I think someone mentioned this, they have over 140 employees, so that's over 140 families that they're making a difference in the lives of the most people in providing employment. And in this time that we're living in, it's employment is such a difficult thing to have and be a part of during the COVID-19 situation that we're in. And J&E as a business and a workforce prides itself in the excellence and the safe work environment that it provides, and we'd like to acknowledge that as well. And it has grown and diversified now into, as I said, Sage Roadway Signs, and our partnership since day one has been a successful and a profitable partnership. And the profits from the business relationship that we have with J&E has made a difference to our group of companies and our Cree Nation as well as a whole. And for Peter Valentine, being in a partnership with J&E and anyone else that we have a partnership with, it engages us in the commercial economy of Saskatchewan, and we're proud to be part of that. A lot of our people in the northeast side of Saskatchewan are always looking for employment. A lot of our people go into Alberta as well to find employment. And they're always looking for work. We're always looking for that opportunity. And, being in a partnership as well, we get a chance to learn from the experts in their field. And the excellence and the expertise that they have in their fields, whether it's in the office or it's in the outside or welding or whatever, we get a chance to learn from that as well. And as I said before, it's a successful partnership. It creates wealth for Peter Valentine and our group of companies. So I just wanted to express my appreciation to Minister Ottenbright and of course the ministry, to the province as well, and especially the Department of Highways and Infrastructure, and for the opportunity to work with them through Sage Roadway Signs and J&E. And we believe this partnership is going to benefit everyone in Saskatchewan, not only Peter Valentine, and the partnership, but the people of Saskatchewan as well. And we look forward to growing our business relationship with Department of Highways. In fact, I'd like to talk to Minister Ottenbright off to the side here a little bit later on another matter. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate the opportunity to be here this morning. Thank you very much. You say.
Thank you very much, Chief Beattie. Isn't it appropriate that we're announcing highway signs with all the highway noise? So, opportunity for some questions for if you folks in the press have any questions you'd like to ask for some of our guests here. We'd invite Minister Ottenbright, Adam, Trevor maybe to come close and answer any questions that you might have.
So currently, just for this initial pilot project, we had 2 new people hired. We're now recruiting a manager of the division, and we expect to grow this over the coming years to 10 to 12 more people. Sorry, I couldn't hear that. 146, yeah.
Well, that means for Peter Valentine and our partnership, that means an opportunity for especially our Cree Nation, Peter Valentine. We do have people that are welders in our Cree Nation, and have been training as welders as well, and that they'll have an opportunity to either get their ticket. I believe it's a ticket for that profession as well, and to get employment, stable employment, I think is the greatest benefit that we can look forward to, and providing for your family and working a steady job is one of the biggest benefits for us in creating more employment opportunities. I think that's the whole point of going into partnerships with other people in certain industries, is to create employment for our people. And like I said, we always have people looking for employment, and they go as far as can somebody get a stop sign and put it in the middle of the street there? But as I said, the purpose of our partnerships with business people is to create employment opportunities for our people. And at the end of the day, it's going to benefit everyone. It's going to benefit that individual. It's going to benefit our Cree Nation. It's going to benefit the people and the economy of Saskatchewan. So thank you very much.